Okay, this looks like Shari.
It looks
Yeah?
like Shari.
Is it spelled S-H-A-R-I?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's the right one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Now, have you been a good girl?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you been wearing your retainer? Or do you have to still wear a retainer when you have braces?
Well, I have rubber bands.
Rubber bands. You have, you remember to wear them, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. Well, I'd like you not, you know what I mean, to make that more often than not, because mothers get a little uptight about having to tell you all the time to put the rubber bands back. You know, okay. And you stay away from hard candy and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff that makes the rubber bands break or the braces come off or something like that. You know what I mean? So Santa Claus wants you to do that. Well, what would you like for special for Christmas from Santa Claus?
A hamster and cage and food for it.
Whoa, you know, I have...
Or an alarm clock, radio, clock.
All right, well, here's the thing. Bringing hamsters and puppies and kittens are a little difficult for Santa Claus. Namely, because they have accidents in my bag and it makes everybody else's gift damp. You know what I
Bring it in the cage.
mean? Yes, yeah, and it does, you know. And then not only that, if you have a hamster and see, whenever it gets dark, hamsters do one thing, they wake up. And they get in this little wheel and they go, and it goes on all night long. So, you know what I mean? You better think twice, because sometimes that doesn't make you wake up, but it makes that mother, because it goes like that, on and on and on, you know. So we'll see what we can do. And not only that, see, here's another thing about the clock radio. Now, Santa Claus doesn't mind what station you put it on, but see, there's a little number on the dial that goes from 0 to 10 on the volume. Never raise it any higher than 5, okay? Yeah, because it makes mamas and grandmas and everybody else pull their hair out if it's too loud. And then if the bass gets turned up a little, what happens is the pictures fall off the wall. So you know what I mean? You have to be very careful with rock and roll music that you don't play it too loud. You know what I mean? Because I know another little girl that played it so loud that her mother could stand in the hallway and yell at her, and she never heard it because the music was playing too loud. And there was a story one time somebody told me the older kids get, the harder of hearing they get. But you know what I mean. I don't want that to be true for you, okay? All right, now here's a little something for you now.
Thanks.
And a little candy cane too, okay? And you promise to be a good girl, won't you?
Yep.
All right, very good.
Okay.
If I had radio 0 through 80 on volume, I'd put it up to 80.
You're a good girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so. Uh-huh. You've been brushing your teeth regular now that you're wearing braces and what have you? It's all right, you don't have to hide them. Santa Claus thinks they're fine, but you have to remember to continue to brush your teeth so they don't leave those little silly silver marks on there when they take them off, okay? All right, that's a good girl. Do you have to wear a mouthpiece? A device? Not yet? Okay. All right, but some kids do and they don't do it, and that makes old Santa Claus upset, okay? Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute, what is your name again?
Shari.
Shari, let me see, Shari. I have to thumb through, let's see, I have to go in there and thumb through my little computer up here. Oh, wait a minute, Shari. You're the very same Shari that doesn't put both socks in the dirty clothes, huh? You leave one of them in your tennis shoes. Yes, you leave one in your tennis shoe and it starts to get funky. Yes, so you know what I mean. You have to remember to put both of them in the laundry, okay? Okay, all right. Well, what do you want Santa to bring you special this year?
A watch.
A watch? What kind would you like?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay.
Okay. Well, you know, we got some real fine ones. And would you like kind of a feminine one, a gold one or something? Or would you just rather one of those kind of sport ones? The fun ones? Okay. Like a Guess or a Swatch or one of those silly swatches with the funny faces on it or something.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do. You promise to be a good girl?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not the one that leaves the cap off the toothpaste, are you?
That's
Okay.
right.
All right, because you know what I mean, it gets lumpy on the end, and nobody likes the lumpy part, you know what I mean? So, you know, you got to remember to put the cap back on, okay? All right. Well, here's the candy cane for you, too.
Thanks.
Did I give you a candy cane?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh.
put it on the tree.
Oh, all right. I thought, boy, don't, Santa Claus can get forgetful in his old age, huh? Oh, let's see. You're about, what are you, 15 or 15, 14? 14 going on 26. That's why you don't want to come sit on my knee. I'm too grown up for that stuff. Well, tell me, young lady, you do brush your teeth quite often now, don't you? I hope so, because you know if you don't, what happens with braces, don't you? You never get them off, they leave spots on your teeth, kids, so you gotta remember to brush, okay? What do you want Santa Claus to bring you special this year?
Hey, Marianne, do you want to hold her?
You don't know?
She
You
likes
haven't?
to.
Well,
She likes
I'll tell you,
to.
there'll be some surprises then for you under the tree, I promise.
I like surprises.
So, you know what I mean? Like most teenagers I know, if we bring you something very special, you get double the enjoyment out of it. When you open it up, and then when you go back to the store and exchange it for what you really wanted. You know what I mean? You'll find that women do that as you get a little older. That's twice the fun. You know what I mean?
All presents come with receipt.
Yeah, I know, they do. So that you can take it back because it's not exactly the color or whatever, you know what I mean? And you don't like it with Mickey Mouse on it or whatever, you know what I mean? You feel you're too old for that. So you'd much rather have Def Leppard or something on the front instead of Mickey Mouse. Yeah, all right, well, I understand. Well, here's something for being a good girl, okay? And try to improve next year. All right, very good. Oh, she's into that, is she? Teddy bears. All right, well, we'll see what we can do.
She always on.
Mandy